His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Part 25. If I'm not wrong. I still feel bad a little bit because I'm heartless, I'm cruel. It's awful. Yennefer's like, oh, I thought that it would change something, but in the end, it's weird, but I feel the same. And Geralt is like, I'm sorry, Yennefer. We should stop all of that. In the end, it was your wish, so I don't feel any magic anymore. And Yennefer's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, you're right, we should stop it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, alright. That was so awkward. I'm glad it's over, because you can have a relationship with two people and you need to choose either Yennefer or Triss, and I definitely prefer Triss. But it's so weird. It's not me who's in this situation, but I feel uncomfortable. I really don't like it. For some reason it feels like it's me who made all this mess, and I find myself in a situation where I have to solve all these problems, while realistically speaking, all of that should probably never even happen in the first place. But the problem is that video game in The Witcher 3 you have a choice. You can choose either Yennefer or Triss. And like, in a hypothetical situation, let's say in real world, you don't even speak with girls like Yennefer. I'd avoid her. I just speak directly with Triss. But the problem is that despite the fact that you have a choice, there is still some kind of a background, and you cannot get rid of this background. It's not like you can take a new piece of paper, just a white piece of paper, which is absolutely empty, and you can start it all over again. I mean, not all over again, but start from the beginning. And that's a big problem. You can choose, but at the same time there is some kind of a background, and what should you choose? Should you take Yennefer? Should you choose Yennefer just because you have some kind of a background? But at the same time you don't want to hurt her. It's absolutely, what an awful situation, man. That is very, very sad. I feel heartless. I should have never been in this situation in the first place, but it really feels bad. But the game forces you to choose. I think in real life I'd avoid this discussion. I mean, in real life I would never been in such situation, but whatever. I hate choosing, man. this game, it's such a mess. Such a mess. And now the problem is that quite often the situations that are given in this game are very difficult choices you need to make.
Well.
Sometimes. So you have to, even though you don't want to choose and you understand this situation is unsolvable, you always get back to this quote of, if I'm to choose between a greater and a lesser evil, I'd rather not choose at all. Usually though, the stakes are just too high. Most times, sometimes in choosing greater evil, you do good, albeit in a small way. Most times, you make a choice, never look back. And that's exactly it. I understand that Yennefer in this situation is kinda, it feels bad to hurt her and tell her that, well, I don't think we need to, there should be something between us. But at the same time, I understand that in kind of hurting her, in giving this kind of answer, you do good in a long-term run for Geralt. Of course, it's not like it's not a real character. But if it was a real character, I think it'd probably be better to stick with Triss. Yennefer is too sarcastic, and she's, as I said in the, it was when in the part 23 maybe, when we were in the grove, in the garden, Freya, and Yennefer used necromancy to revive the guy. I understand that this the task to find Ciri, she takes it really seriously, but at the same time, what if something happens in the future? What is the limit until which Yennefer can kind of go? What are her limits? If she is using necromancy, which is even considered by other sorcerers as something bad, and as Triss said, I haven't sunken that deep or something like that. I haven't fallen that deep or something. If other sorcerers find it bad, and Yennefer uses it, justifying it that we need to find Ciri, so they unjustify the means. What else can she do? And how can it affect her and at the same time affect you? Because if you are her partner, you'll be affected. You will either be affected directly or indirectly by just being with her, and you'll have to listen to all those problems. You will worry about her and all those things, you see. And it's an important thing to think about.
Master Geralt, a guard spotted you from the tower. They said we'd open the gate.
Why was it closed? Is that famous Skellige hospitality?
Me. 'Tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king, so the doors must remain closed. Only the sons and daughters of Skellige may stay in the castle.
So maybe I ought to stop by another time.
All know what you did for Ceres and Hjalmar. Today, you're one of us. Come. Crach awaits.
How's the mood in there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here in Skellige. At a good feast, mead and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
Step careful there. I've as much right to it as you do.
And I'd expect you to support me, not pinch my allies. If an on-crate's to wear the crown, it...
Should be you, because you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
Show some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
Want your mug smacked? Remember, I was left standing last time we crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilcards with me? Wonder who'll do better, you or Hjalmar the Giant Slayer?
Ah, stop your shite boasting.
Cerys! Hey! Ah, damn it!
Bad way to play it out.
Think I don't know that? But you saw her, she's so...
Stubborn, fierce, mule-headed, refuses to listen to anyone.
Exactly! True, Arnvald. Me and Cerys, we're near twins in that regard.
Don't see Crach. You talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your promised reward, no doubt.
If you've a spell witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcards. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
You and the sorceress both.
Come on, this blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh? You noticed
I can report and I can actually play for a Gwent card. Though I'm not sure. We'll see.
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Leaving Kertrolda?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself, Master Geralt.
May I?
You must even. Come! I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls?
Definitely more to drink.
Ah, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, a Hackamum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water. Clan on Crate knows the meaning of hospitality.
Saw you talking to Berna. What about?
Politics. After all, naught else interests her. Gwent tried to convince me that we must honor Brand's memory. And to that aim, I'm to command my offspring to withdraw from the race for the crown. Support Svanrigger instead.
Why do I think you turned her down?
You put it mildly. I showed her the door.
Something tells me there's a purpose to your hospitality.
Aye, there is. In the Isles, mead and meat stand to gain you as much support as feats accomplished blade in hand.
If that's true, you can rest easy about how the vote'll turn out.
I'll rest easy on the morrow, when the crown rests on one of my children's heads.
Feeling torn between Hjalmar and Cerys?
You mean do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But on Crate blood flows in both.
Between you and me, Hjalmar's not too hot-headed to be king?
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? Then yes, he's too hot-headed. But Skellige wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emir. Could regret it someday.
In Skellige, We spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Ceres has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through. The for, the against. But once she takes action, not a force in the world could stop her.
Promised me a reward for helping your children.
And I aim to keep my word. Here. This bauble's been in the family for generations. I give it to you for helping ensure the line endures.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Thanks.
I'm the one. Hear that? Damn it! That was probably started another row.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
Wasn't able to play for part. Good damage result.
Not bad. Cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding. Quick! Take my cloak. Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shark grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crach! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my da.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crach will lose a son too. You insult me, Lugas, and now you threaten my son. I will not stand for this. Dad, come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilled. Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can. We must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Find the guilty on Crate. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
Damn it. Things have sure gotten messy.
That's putting it mildly. We've clues to examine, things to consider. We must find out how this came to be, elsewise
We've no time for that. I know where to find the guilty.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened?
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. That can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
You're right, Ceres. I'll help you.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
What traitor?
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on the table, grabbed a pony keg of centering wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish. Face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, "Lugos, Lugos." Then, from the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
We'll avenge them, I promise. Know who died?
Drogadar, Drakeborn Du, Blue Boy Lugos, Yalborn, Ottrig. Take some time, mention them all.
But you could name the claimants to the throne who survived in one breath. You, Hjalmar, and Svanrige.
What are you saying?
Nothing, just yet. We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did.
I mean, you can choose between Hjalmar and Ceres, between helping one or another. The problem is, I find it hardly like it's a little bit like with Triss and this situation of choosing your partner. So Hjalmar says that I'm gonna clean our honor, I'm gonna kill traitors and stuff. Who are you gonna kill? Do you know who should you kill? Who are you supposed to, where are you supposed to go?
You're talking rubbish.
And there's Ceres. Ceres that says that we need to investigate things, we need to understand what happened. Like, it's really hard not to help her because she's being logic. It's important to be logic. Hjalmar, he's being a kid.
So the tales are true?
Someone offended me, I'm gonna go and offend him, I'm gonna attack him.
Warriors in battle frenzy transformed into wild
Or someone
beasts.
insulted me on internet, I will insult him as well.
How'd they come to be here?
Are you 13 years old or what?
Alright. What do we have here? Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's. Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey. Before it's fermented. Strange. Something under the fur. A tattoo. Shape of a bear paw. Old scar. Looks like it was sutured. Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope. No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls. All the horns are empty. Fang marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him. Bowl at each table, mead in this one. And only mead. Drogadar. Skald's played his last.
The bear is in red, but I can examine it.
Young Lugos. Bears took him by surprise. Didn't have a chance to defend himself.
A feast transformed into a bloodbath.
So many wounds. No wonder Hjalborn bled to death. Earthy scent from the bear's maw. Something towards mushrooms. Bowls empty, but the scent's in the air. Coming from somewhere else in this room. Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And human blood. Ceres, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bears. They were...
Men who transform into bears.
Uh-huh. Berserkers.
Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead they drank. Smell this. Mead spiked with blood. And something else. Thinking it could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Hjort might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
It's actually interesting. I think there is in the Gwent, the standalone game. You can have some kind of berserkers or something, and they transform if you use mushrooms. That's, I think it's a little reference that they made in that game.
Freyr, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, our lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Ceres said...
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrom.
Mardrom. Never heard of it.
You have another name for it on the continent. Silasaib, I believe.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Eldberg tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Eldberg needed more of. Thanks for your help. Blood and mardrum. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe. Come on, we could find some clues there.
Yeah. They got funny accents.
A disgrace.
I'm not even sure it's Irish, but
Few had died then, and I'm a Jarl's son of Maram.
If this turns out to be Crach, I'll twist his head off.
but it's
We
still
must find the
interesting.
traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's abuzz already.
Think they'd attack Crach openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages.
I'm actually curious how come Irish accent is so different from the British one. I mean, so different. It's not so different, but it feels like Scottish and Irish accents are different from the British one, and
Knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow, but so does blood.
I'd say he got his wish.
I should probably make some researches about their accents. I'll watch some videos on YouTube. There's probably something.
I really hope
talks
Hjalmar's
about
doing
it.
something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous. Not stupid.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end down below.
The door
Come, I'll
opens.
show you.
Fun.
The stench! Is that vodka?
Mahakaman spirit. Someone ruined several barrels of the finest.
Good thing Dad's got other worries in his mind. Right behind you.
That's a relief. Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the? Shit.
The spirit! There's another egg behind the barrels, but they're too heavy. We'll never move them.
Don't intend to. Quick.
God, we might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end. This a secret passage?
One rarely used, more like. When Hjalmar and I were little, we'd play here. Once. Bygone days.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Wow. Is it even useful? Considering that in any case I'm leveling up these things.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac.
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
Maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no witcher sense at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway, entrance is worth checking. Come on. Someone walked through the mead. Could you ask for clearer prints? Sticky from the mead. Trail breaks off. Need to find another clue nearby. Something else was in a hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvald's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go.
Should have taken the piece of cloth.
Look, it's him!
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
Arnvald! Stop, damn it!
Now he'll listen.
When I get my hands on him,
Killing that
You don't stand a chance.
We'll see about that!
vagrant.
Come on, Roach.
Can I use
Shit, he's fast.
Did I kill him?
Why'd you betray them? Talk or I'll finish what I started.
No Crach should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea. But I do know one who never stops saying it. It's Berna Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvald.
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrigger would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
We need proof. Your word against Berna's, that's not enough.
Arnvald, help us, and I'll ask my dad to grant you an honourable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Ceres on Crach. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Caer Trolda. Speak then. The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Berna Bran's.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Caer Trolda are not mine to command. 'Twas your father who called for the feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvald.
Ceres speaks true. Berna commanded me to poison the maid. When Ceres and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
You betrayed us. The clan that took you in.
Good man. He's a servant to Crach, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
Berner speaks true. Arnvald has served at Caer Trolda ever since I remember. Loyally, like a dog.
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Berna to Arnvald, instructing him how to spike the mead.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Berna's right, Ceres. 'Tis all precious little proof of her wrongdoing. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide what punishment Clan Crach will face.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How?
He stands silent.
You gave Ceres no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself, me, the family, the clan.
Svanrige, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clan on Crach, and you, Berna Bran, I sentence to death. You will be chained to a rock to perish of hunger and thirst, and sea fowl will peck apart your remains.
There are two things that I want to say, but we need to finish watching.
When I had a lust for power, I knew this. But so strong as to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrige? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile. Or death. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinate, for the Jarl's Council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me, see for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go.
It's great that there are people who, like the son, whatever. What was his name? Whatever his name was. It's great that there are honest people.
They've already started.
Weren't long ago, we gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans, a new ruler takes the crown. Let us swear her fealty.
I know some would see another in my place. I thank those who stood at my side. Here, beneath the sacred oak, I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Sarah! 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 Sarah!
Video. Three things I wanted to say. So the first one is about that guy. It's great that there are honest people, and it's great that even though he loses his name, his honor, and his whatever, everything, he loses everything basically because of his mom. It's great that there are people like that. Honestly, it's better to lose all of that, but be honest and not be in a position where you're lying and just to achieve your goal to be a king. So you can see that his true intentions are different from his mom's intentions. And it's better to be a good human being with very strong and good principles rather than to be a king and be just an awful person who actually achieved his king status by lying and killing people. The second thing is about his mom. I've seen people like that. I've seen moms like that who are actually able to they are driven by their own ego, by their own ambitions. And so what happens is that they are ready to kind of sacrifice everyone just to make their sons or their children, generally speaking, happy and successful, while the problem is that you're living in a world where you're living in society where you're interacting with other people, so you cannot pretend that other people do not exist and they're just cannon fodder. That's not how it works. So you cannot sacrifice everything just to make your child successful, and it's kind of and that's what a lot of people should understand. But I noticed that by speaking, of course, with people, I noticed that not a lot of people understand that, and I've seen parents like that who are actually sacrificing a lot of things but sacrificing in a bad manner. They're not sacrificing, their time to spend time with their kids. They're sacrificing people around them or relationships and stuff just to make their kids achieve something. That's not how it works. Realistically speaking, this mom was trying to achieve something that she was not able to do via her son. So basically she wanted to be a queen, but she was not able to do that. So she tried to manipulate her son to be a king, so she can be kind of a shadow queen. So she can manipulate and control the Skellige Isles through her son. So she was very selfish, and she was thinking only about her own ambitions, her own visions. And her son is different, and you can clearly see that when he denounces his mother. And the third thing is about Ceres. It's great that she's a queen, but we'll see a very good video about it.
Congratulations. You'll make a great queen.
Thank you. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
What's the new Queen of Skellige planning?
To listen, learn, and listen again. Then we'll see.
Good plan.
I must unite the clans. I'd rather avoid war, but if Nilfgaard aims to attack, we must repel them together.
Drummond folk might be a problem. I saw Lugos during the ceremony. Furious, to say the least.
There's always been strife between our clans. But I must try and talk to him. Just might bring him around.
He's very down-to-earth queen, and it's great that she's actually a queen, because obviously Hjalmar, there are different endings, and I think I've checked them. No, it was not on YouTube, but it was some article, and they said that Hjalmar, even though he's seen as some kind of an Encrade, just a typical Encrade, but just just making useless wars, and he's attacking Nilfgaard and stuff, and it doesn't bring any prosperity. And it's like an additional proof that we humans, we need to communicate, and we need to trade, we need to collaborate. Is the fact that you will see in this video that when Ceres becomes a queen, by not making these useless wars, you're bringing your nation to prosperity only by being a peaceful and logical ruler when everyone is happy.
Keep my fingers crossed. Farewell.
But there should be a video at some point. I'm not sure when it will be. That's the problem.
Nilfgaard strikes. She'll hide her
Is there another quest here? Doesn't seem like. I want to see that video about Sarah's, but I'm not sure. Where? When I see it. Or where can I see it? What should I do? I should interact with someone? I didn't quite remember.
Looks to me you're near bursting with pride.
If only you knew, Wolf. Tell me, what other Jarl can boast children like mine? Shame their mother didn't live to see this.
Ceres will make a good queen. Maybe she can finally unite the clans.
Let's hope. And if not, she'll always have me and Hjalmar. If the need arises, we'll take up arms for her.
Not quite.
Telling you, Geralt, since you and Hjalmar defeated the ice giant together, I see you as one of our own.
I got the look of a Skellige.
You've got the heart of an uncrit.
Oh, I can finally play the game. Nice.
You ever play Gwent?
Hermione taught me the rules and gave me a deck. Wish to play?
Let's play a quick round.
I'll speak with I'll speak with everyone. I'll speak with Hjalmar later after the game, and we'll see. Very bad. Madison goes fine. It's kind of funny because this music overrides the usual music in Skellige, and I'm not sure why. In Skellige, I mean, when you're playing Gwent, there is a very specific music, the joyful one. This one is kind of more like an epic one. It shouldn't be during the Gwent game. It's more like a epic, dramatic music or something. Problem was that I didn't have any parts. Thinking, oh, I gotta spy this. It's better than nothing, I guess. I knew something would go wrong.
What, Wolf? I've this rare card here. Take it. It'll be of more use to you.
Thanks.
You might consider challenging a man in Caertrolda village. A worthy adversary. A tailor. Justus, his name.
Well, my mom sent me a message. I'm sorry. So what was I doing? I wanted to speak with Hjalmar.
You alright?
So. Anyway you cut it, I was bested by a wench.
Not just any wench.
Aye, true. Suppose if it had to be so, glad it was Ceres.
Not even a little proud of her? Come on, admit it.
A bit, aye. She's the blood of me blood, bone of me bone. But don't tell her I said so. Liable to puff out her chest. Which would do her good now I think of it. We showed Lugos. That's most important. Did you see that rage grip him? I thought he'd burst.
Yeah, surprised to see him in that much of a huff, actually.
Our clans have been butting heads, chests, bellies forever. It's the lay of the land.
Take care, Hjalmar. Wanted to talk. Your daughter. First woman to rule Skellige.
She'll be a good queen. Knows what she wants.
Yeah? So what does she want?
To unite all of Skellige's clans. A difficult task. No one has ever managed it. But Ceres is stubborn.
Thinking long term, then. think she'll succeed?
She's got a powerful ally. Me.
The massacre during the feast. Know anything new?
Thanks to you and Ceres, we know who's responsible. It's enough for me.
Not gonna try to capture the berserkers.
They were but tools, Wolf. I'd rather sever the hand that wields the sword than let it break steel.
What's new in Skellige?
Of late, look seaward and you'll see their sun on a sail, staring right back. They've yet to capture any of their crew. Only a fool would know they're planning something.
See you, Crach.
I want to say a little, but I'm not able to do that.
Drink to me. Drink to my health.
You can't win them all.
Wanted to talk. See you.
Okay, so I can speak with these two.
Greetings.
Is there anyone else who can...
Lugos was furious.
It's always furious.
Rarely like that.
What's your mother of ours?
No cookie coming. Was it fear this month's never? This is good.
Wow. Well, I'll play with their Grammys then. Can I do that? Since he's not far, let's win this car. I'm not sure I'm able to do that just yet. We'll see. Look at that.
You're not growing any younger, Grimace. You must pass your knowledge on.
I'm no trout that must get to its spawning ground. I shall do what I please. Now leave me be.
Leave me be, will ye? Leave me be, will ye?
I can't even play.
Yes? What do you seek?
Kind old geezer I just saw you talking to. Who was he?
One of our circle, Gremist, an exceptional alchemist, but a stubborn mean ass.
Well, been around sorceress is my share. Long enough to know that with great enlightenment comes even greater arrogance.
But sorceresses welcome apprentices, am I right? Not Gremist. So many formulae in that head, so many methods of ingesting and absorbing lethal toxins. But he'd rather take them to the grave than share.
Maybe he'll make an exception, share them with me.
As likely as mistletoe sprouting from right here.
You see, the problem is that the card is locked behind this entry barrier, if I can call it like that. I need to become his apprentice in order to...
Want to talk to you.
But I do not wish to speak. Leave. You distress me.
I want you to share your knowledge, teach me alchemy.
You? My apprentice? That's rich. While you're at it, why did you ask Uderic if he'll share Spickerog with you?
I'm serious.
That's so. Don't make me laugh. I've devoted my life to alchemy. Son, literally. Spent countless days and nights with nothing but alembics, choking on fumes, scorching my skin with acids. If you think I'll simply betray to you what I learned through years of sacrifice and toil, then you're mistaken. Deeply.
Can I convince you somehow?
Oh, gods. You're as bothersome as a gadfly before a storm. The way I'm preparing to perform a rather tricky ritual. So I could use some help. Even yours. I require 3 favors. Do them for me, and I shall accept you as my apprentice.
Well, well, there's a way after all.
Get off your high horse and listen. First, you must bring me a pimpernel from the Muskogan forest. Second, I need a bottle of spirit from the old distillery on Hale Hill. Finally, convince Fridtjof to help me perform the rite. He's a druid like I am. You'll find him near Blandara. I believe he's there on a matter of some import. So, what will it be?
All right, I'll do it. But this ritual you want to perform, what's that about?
If you wish to be my apprentice, you must stop asking questions. I decide what to tell you and when to do it. Now go, chop chop, before I change my mind.
You see, so you can play for a card.
I've told you what you must do.
So there's this entry barrier. You are absolutely kind of obliged to make this quest in order to be able to do something. Oh. Apparently, I don't know what to do to see the video of Sarah's rule. It feels kind of weird. And this music playing non-stop. I'm not sure what's happening. This music keeps playing no matter what. Where can I go for it to stop playing? Not like it's bad, but it just feels weird.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Finally stop, I suppose. That is kind of weird.
Which it even sounds bad.
Okay, well, at least we got some music. Oh, I didn't know that it works this way. So when you are in Novigrad, you got Novigrad quests first. But when you are in Skellige, you got Skellige quests first. That's interesting. I've never actually paid attention. Maybe they changed it after the with the next gen update. We'll see. We'll see.
What?
I'll
Another
check
one?
it.
Be gone! You witches of trouble. Village has suffered
in the
enough.
castle with it pouring like this.
Ye deaf? Be gone, you blasted mutant.
Where's all this hate for witchers coming from?
Where? I'll tell ye where. One of yous came here, ate his fill for 2 days while he thunked things over. Then he says he'd do us a favor and kill our monster. What's your price? I asked. But he said he wanted no coin, for he saw we'd none to offer.
Awfully noble of him.
Thought so too, at first. Said for pay he'd take something I had that did not yet know about. Then he left, and ere the doors swung shut behind him, me lass started wailing. What's these tears? I asked. Oh, I can't bear it, she says. I'll kill the whoreson.
Go on.
Fool girl wept that some beast was gonna kill the witcher dead. Ye howling for a mutant, I said.
Then she told me, Bugger had bewitched her with his evil eye, seduced her, and that were to be his prize. A witcher's bastard.
If he's really a witcher, you don't have a thing to worry about. We can't sire children.
Thank the gods any more of yous and we'd be lost. But this one, he beguiled me daughter, rutted her neath me own roof. That I can't forgive.
Tell me where he is. Take care of this for you.
Cemetery. Went there to slay the monster. Hope the corpse eater guts that fornicated freak.
Which one? Okay. Let's make this quest and then I will make the Witcher contract. It's kind of funny, this random quest. I would never go to this village if I didn't have a quest here. So probably I'd miss this quest. And how many more quests I miss, or you miss, or whatever. You see? It's kind of crazy. Why would you go to this village? There's nothing to do here, right? If there are no quests here, why would you go here?
Wonder what this means.
Thank you. You came just in time. A moment more and that gull would have filleted me like a flounder.
Actually, not sure I should have intervened. Your combat style, it's new to me. Should have just observed. Where'd you complete your training? School of the Snail? But then where'd you get your wolf's head medallion?
You're the real thing? A witcher?
Mm-hmm. What gave it away? That I didn't wet my trousers at the sight of one lousy ghoul? Answer the question. Where'd you get the medallion?
I bought it from a traveling peddler. Oh, the villagers are coming. Don't tell them about me, please.
Monsters slain! Oi, what's this? 2 witchers? We only hired 1.
Only one witcher here. This man's a charlatan. Travels from village to village cheating people.
No, it's not like that. I can explain everything I can.
He's a crook, a fraud. Oh, we've laws for this kind, special punishments. Thank ye for exposing him, Master Witcher.
Well, I'm not sure what to do with him. I'm not sure I saved the game to reload just in case. Though I think I have some autosaves, no? Yeah, but he's a charlatan, but at the same time, what to do with him? Let him go without any punishment?
Ought to take him to the village elder.
Of course. Elder can decide what to do with this scoundrel. Last cheat came through. Fellow pay him with shaved coins. We lopped his hands off.
I'm sure your elder takes care to make the punishment suit the crime. Ought to start by taking his sword, tossing his medallion in the fire. Farewell.
Kinda funny. We had this dialogue, but no one's here, see? Everyone disappeared. We don't know the consequences. What happened? I'm not sure. I mean, there should be some kind of a punishment, right? Maybe we should not kill people. I don't know. The problem is that in these villages, people are savages. We've seen a lot of examples of that.
Damn poor this is.
I mean, clearly he's not a witcher. He's taking money from people and he's sleeping with random girls. Clearly, it's a very bad behavior. It sounds very weird. Yeah, but at the same time, even though it's bad, does he deserve to be killed? I don't think so. So I don't know what's the punishment. Maybe some mandatory work? You should not cut his hands. You should maybe force him to work for a year, maybe, I don't know, something. Or 6 months on the field or something.
Oh, aye.
Hear about the contract. Any idea what this monster is?
Nay, but proper huge it must be. Slaughtered no less than 12 wolves. Ripped their guts out, but left lots uneaten. Means malice rules it. Makes it kill. Howls and bellows, night something fierce. Folk are afeard to venture into the woods, though hunger grips the village.
Fine, I'll take care of it.
Fortune smiled upon us when it brought you here. Good hunting to ye.
Urge the forest using your witcher senses. Okay. Is this the mission for the... Is this the battle between Chord and... Chord and someone? And what was the second name of that creature? They are similar. They are distant relatives or something. Chord and whatever. Do I have them in bestiaries? Hybrids, relics. It's relics. Fiend. A fiend and a chord. Yeah. Fiend. But I don't have any info about chords. I only have info about fiends. That's interesting. We'll see. Mysterious tracks. Maybe that's not the one. But there are quite some interesting quests here. When beasts are fighting each other. I think that if this is the quest that I'm thinking about, it's pretty interesting.
Big. Really big. Monster wiped out the whole pack.
Where are you? Why are you? Oh. Oh, yeah. No info. We stop here for some reason. Did I miss? I guess I missed something. Followed the tracks. I followed them to the tree, and there is nothing here. It should be here somewhere. some kind of layer or something. The problem is that I can't really analyze them. I can only see the dead animals and dead wolves.
Monster wiped out the whole pack.
Something's fishy about the situation. Something's not right.
Left a lot of fur when it rubbed against the trunk. Scent's still there.
I didn't see this one, my bad. I should pay more attention next time. Yeah, I think this is the quest. This is it. This is the one. A very interesting situation. Indeed.
Stinks like fiend shit. Right. Old and dried out. Fiend's been around a while. Gotta find another way. Died recently. Wonder what killed it. Tufts of blood-caked fur. Second beast was a different color. Another trail. Track's too small for a fiend, though. Paw prints. Fight lasted a while.
That's interesting.
Both lost loads of blood. But short. It's gotta be. Probably competed for territory with a fiend. Have to lure him here somehow.
One of those rare situations where we actually see these creatures fighting each other. I don't remember any other quest where we see such situation, which makes it a little bit very particular for the Witcher game. We don't see echidnas fighting with drowners. Well, we don't see these creatures fighting as well, but at least Geralt, by analyzing the situation, we get a little bit of a background and we understand that it was a very interesting situation indeed. With the bait. Oh no, I actually didn't. I didn't check the sword that Crach gave me. Why I don't... Why I can find the item? Short bait, where is it? Oh look, I got a crossbow. It looks like a sword that Crach gave me. I suppose it was fate, but I didn't pay attention. I'll probably rewatch the video to understand which is the one. Sword bait. Ooh, an hour. Griffin, those are decoctions. Pop small. Fiber. Enhanced drowners, pheromones, enhanced blizzard. Maribor's forest, full moon. White honey. Black blood. Swallow. Thunderbolt. White golden aureole, enhanced blizzard. Drowners, pheromones. What is going on? Whatever. I probably can use it, so I'll just go there. If I don't have it, then I'll just use it like that. Right? Or wrong? What is happening? I can't pour it. But at the same time, where is it? Quest items, is that it? Oh yeah, here is the charge door, my bad. I'm sleeping, I'm tired.
Done. Ought to attract the Choit's attention.
Wow. Those poor villagers. Imagine them sleeping at night and then they randomly hear some kind of screams or something, or bestial.
I'll smell this 5 miles away.
Noises or whatever. It's great that they haven't witnessed this fight.
Sure to show. Just gotta wait in the cave.
It's kind of funny that despite collecting all those books, I still didn't find any info about Chorts. Maybe I should visit the library. There's this library or a book, some kind of bookstore in the in Novigrad. Maybe I'll find some info. Well, because I remember, I think this situation is quite similar to a situation that we have while fighting vampires in Blood and Wine DLC. And I remember finding some books, very specific books about vampires, something that we didn't have, even despite the fact that I fought them. So I already had some info, but those books completed actually certain things. I should be in the lair where I am.
Say, I'll make
the burden is not that strong. It's weird. I love Igni. Igni is my life. That is some nice damage. He's slowly dying. Is that a... bleeding effect or something? Watch my mutation, nice. I can make a decoction. This is the most important thing in this quest. I don't need money. Nice. Sword decoction. Provides complete resistance to the stagger effect and reduces the knockdown effect to stagger. What is stagger? Oh, I'll check later. Now two beasts slide down in the layer. Chilling. It's actually kind of funny and interesting how these creatures coexist in the world without really interacting with each other. Because, as I said, this is the only example that we have, but I feel like the vast majority of interactions that we have are about the human creatures. Humans are everywhere, and so the creatures, but creatures are not interacting with creatures. For example, do you remember that that higher vampire that we saw in Novigrad? Who was killing people, who was punishing people, and punished. What was her name? Priscilla? Dandelion's girlfriend. And he punished her, but it was, you see, an interaction between a beast, even though an intelligent one, and humans, but no beast-beast interaction.
Oh, aye.
A chort was prowling the nearby forest, found itself competing for territory with a fiend, so it turned aggressive.
A chort? Fiend? Why they be bothering us? Think more'll come? Think they've done made a pact to take our village?
Doubt it, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes open, see if there's anything else out there.
Cheers then, Witcher. Here, take the purse. All the folk of the village chipped in.
Thanks. Take care now.
When I grow up, I want to be a lad.
The only thing I feel sad about.
What?
While making all these quests, is the fact that you are not able to kind of completely to use all of your tools as a witcher. I'm not blaming the game, but I feel like you either, and look, I'm using a mod to actually have some science, some swords, and some alchemical elements. But the problem is that we're not using all of our tools. Usually, if you're not using any mods, you won't be able to have several pages of skills. So you have to focus only on one thing. You're either using your sword and you're doing some damage, or you use your science and you do some damage, or you use alchemy and use different potions, decoctions, and stuff. Or you can use these things and not use anything else, but it would be a mess, right? So it's a very problematic situation. And so without mods, you kind of you're using only one part of the Witcher arsenal, if I can call it like that. But even with the mods, I just don't. I'm using science and I'm using swords, but for example, potions and decoctions. I didn't level up many of the skills from alchemy branch. I will eventually, but I feel like they're still kind of pointless because I already have kind of Igni. I can just burn everyone, though it doesn't feel that strong. But I'll level up other spells, Gwent for example. For example, supercharged glyphs. So I'll probably use some science. But potions, do I really need them? And the thing is, it's not only about potions. Okay, now that I have automatic oils, it feels easier and feels better. But before the update, I was always thinking, I had this idea in my head that you're in a very weird situation because you have to choose only one thing from all those things. Imagine if Witchers in the video game actually prepared for battles the same way they are preparing in the books. You need to use some specific oils to fight some specific creatures. Sometimes you need to drink some potions. Sometimes you can use science to protect yourself, like Gwent. Other times you don't really need that. For example, in that video when that cinematic trailer that we see on YouTube where Geralt visits some barn or something and we meet a vampire, Brooksy, whatever the name is. Bestiary vampires. Ikimara, Skellige. I don't have Brooks something. Geralt drinks black blood. What's the name of that potion? Do I have it? Black blood. Yeah, black blood. Witchers, blood natures, vampires, and necrophages when they wound him. And so when Geralt drank that potion, she bit him and she died because of this potion, which is interesting. In the game, you just swing your sword or you use Igni and burn them, and that's it. Like, as I said, I'm not really complaining that monsters should be more resistant, but at the same time, all these tools, you're practically not using them. And at least nowadays we have automatic oils that apply for our weapons, but before we didn't even have that, so it's kind of interesting. Barely use anything.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
I want to see the Ciri's video about Ciri being a queen. But when does it happen? Do I have something here?
They smear your ass with honey.
These continental... Something I've always wondered.
Oh, they're buried everything.
Be gone from here.
Giants around. From this day on, my home.
But I don't think I'll find Ciri here, right? I can find Crach here.
Wanted to talk. See ya, Crach.
Got me eye on you.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it,
Only
eh?
Miss Sven could be a hero like that.
Maybe I'll find it later.
Foreigner, what's your step?
Being to do some additional quests. It's very weird indeed. Well, let's win this card, and then we'll see. I can make another quest
Tongues
here.
are wagging about you. Geralt the Giant Slayer.
Hey, Shusta. Any chance you play Gwent?
Oh, aye. It's a great passion. Wanna play?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Spy? Yeah. Very, very, very bad. Game of Spice. Spice games. Spice voice. Spice voice. Wow. Oh man.
What can I say? Hey.
Bad cards. I don't like my cards. Rage quit. It's time for rage quit. One. 10. Nice.
Bravo. A grand win. Congratulations.
Stir yourself. Stir yourself. Stir yourself. Stir yourself. Stir yourself. No. Well, I won without spice, so it's good. That was interesting, but it still feels weird. Do we have other quests? No. Secondary quests. I don't have any quests. Oh, maybe the Ceres video we will see in the end. The cinematic about Ceres. Maybe it's after, I think it's in the end of the game, where you when you finish the main storyline and after Ciri makes her choice, we see some kind of a fast summary of all the events. I randomly realized that okay. Strange beast. Let's make these 2 Witcher contracts. This one for level 16 and about the fog for level 17. The mist, the Phantom of Eldberg. Whatever. And that's it. Larvik. It's sad. I wanted to see the video about Ceres, that video about Ceres right now, but I guess I'll have to wait. I like that video.
You're a watcher? I seeing right.
Greetings. Saw your notice.
Huh. And they said, where you hang on that? Ain't no one else gonna hunt that beast. But I showed him.
Any idea what kind of beast this is?
Oh, you hear all sorts of things. The wenches clean the nets, blather about koshchays and manticores. But I reckon that's hogwash. We'd seek the counsel of Freya's priestesses, we would. But how can we when we can't get to the shrine?
And nobody's gotten a glimpse of the beast? From a distance even?
Oh, they have. Right close. Closer than boot and strap. Soon after, their blood spattered the underbrush. Near from the start, no ordinary man could handle the beast. But Sverre insisted. Mustered a crew and... Only 4 came back. The rest massacred east of the village. So, will you help?
I'll tend to the monster.
Not your first, that's clear enough. Not like our lads. Heads full of fire, but not a morsel of thought between them.
The 4 survivors. Where'll I find them?
Aim to talk to Sverre. Maybe 'tain't a bad idea. They're sitting over there by that hut.
I don't see any blacksmith here, so I'll probably have to repair my stuff with that. 29. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of annoying a little bit, but it makes you immerse more in the king, but you know. But you have to repair your stuff all the time.
I'll ask this Witcher. He'll tell you monsters don't set traps.
What's the issue?
Ye or anyone ever heard of a beast setting a wagon in the road, then waiting in ambush? They're too plowing dumb for that, damn it.
Dumb or no, they tore a few of our lads to shreds, and we ran like rats. They deserve to be buried.
Willing to talk about it? Tell me what happened?
Ask away.
Remember what the monster looked like?
It were dark. Casper thought he saw something, but...
'Cause I did. It was huge. Its maw all blood smeared. Bugger gutted Ungi with one claw, near spliced him in 2.
Word is, you were ambushed. Tell me where.
Short way from here, along the road to Lofferton. Saw a wagon crosswise the road near the woods.
We barely got to it when something came rushing through the underbrush, and whoosh,
Blood spurted in the eyes. I wiped it away, looked, saw Einar lying dead.
Interesting. Thanks.
Huh? For what?
It's kind of funny that in every single village there's some kind of a... I mean, yeah, of course, they did it, they made it on purpose, because it's a Witcher game. It's a game about Witchers and you are supposed to take contracts and stuff. But it's still kind of interesting that... I think it's not far from reality. The fact that in every single village there's some kind of a mess. There's some kind of a creature, annoying people, and you know, maybe someone's dead and he's torturing other villagers. A very interesting world of The Witcher. Not a single peaceful village. There's always some kind of a mess. Here or there. Not like complaining, because as a Witcher you are supposed to, that's how you make money. But still kind of funny.
Not much left. Beast must have dragged the shredded body to the woods. Something really did tear him to pieces. Looks like blood, but... Red clay. Necker warriors use this clay to mark their position in the pack. Creature leading the Neckers is sentient. Gotta be. Capable of setting primitive traps, at least. Tracks lead into the woods. Found a good place for their nest.
Close, but not quite. Quite a damage. Wow. Wow.
Seems the Neckers have developed an immunity to the toxin. Now the poison protects their nest. Clever.
Interesting.
Finally, the main nest. Guess I got company.
Mastering a goobman? What a weird name. Gameplay. Enemy is upscaling. On. It's on. I still feel like I'm killing them too fast. It's weird. Too many skill points probably in my skills. And even with any upscaling, it's still too much damage. Oh no! No! Okay. I thought I'm stuck. Man, that was awful. Random bugs are, it's true that they're kind of surprising, let's call them like that, but I getting stuck in a wall, it's kind of, you know, kind of sad. Well, at least I have some mutagens, I guess. It's great. I can make something. What can I make? Alchemist substances. Let's see. Blue mutagen. I probably don't need them, so I'll just go all in. Create a blue mutagen, okay. Green ones as well. Still one missing, and that's it. Red ones. I'm having big problems with red mutagens. I just don't have them at all. Well, whatever. Let's see. I have one big blue one. Let's put it here. And can I make a decoction or something? No. I have a Necker mutagen, but I can't do anything with it. Whatever. Too bad. Can't use it here. And the last Witcher contract. Come to the Phantom of Eldberg. That's it. For now. Some missions are interesting, while others they're kinda... Well, at least they give you some background so you can understand why are you doing all of that, but, you know.
So will you help then?
Killed the beast that was troubling you.
Merciful Freya. Horsten's finally dead. Now, tell us, was it a tough fight? Got any wounds need dressing?
No, I'll be all right.
Nothing new to the likes of you. Hard work, Witcherin. All right, your reward. This here's for you.
Thanks. So long.
I feel like that quest with the fight between a Chord and a Fiend was a little bit more interesting than random Neckers, you know, popping up here and there. But I guess we can make all quests interesting, so you just gotta accept it the way it is.
Not your average mist. Ordinary specter. Killing it won't change a thing.
Investigate them. For some reason, this this place, it reminds me of another lighthouse that we investigate, a lighthouse in Assassin's Creed 3. And there is a myth about a phantom or something. And so you investigate that place, and then you see that there's nothing paranormal there. But this kind of a hill and a lighthouse, it makes me think about that place. I think at some point I actually wanted to play Assassin's Creed 3, but now I kinda abandoned this idea. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I'll play after finishing The Witcher. Yeah, I'll put it on my to-do list.
Hey, anyone there?
How did you get here?
What do you think? It is an island. You, Mikjal, the Lightkeeper? Jorund from Erenbjorn sent me. Where'd all those wraiths come from? Last saw something like this near Vergen when...
Nowheres. That's just it. Fire went out and wind died of his son. That's how it started. Came out here for oil, stepped out of the house, looked up, saw the mist rising. Then the ghost showed, came straight at me. Bolted back inside, hosped the door, and then I heard it. Someone whispering me name. Mikjal. Mikjal. I look out. There's the wraith. Big bugger, bigger than the rest, and cold flowing from it. Such cold the windows frosted o'er.
These ghosts didn't appear without reason. Something brought them here. Any ideas?
No clue. There's nothing here. The lighthouse, me hut just rocks besides. Even bloody drowners know there's nothing for them on Eldberg.
This wraith, the big one. Tell me more.
It seemed more clever than the others. Like it knew everything. Haven't helped much, have I? Sorry. Only saw it once. It disappeared right after.
Strange. Need to look around.
Here. This key opens the lighthouse. You know, in case you want to look inside, or you need to run from something.
This quest seems to be interesting as well, as far as I remember. This quest, it feels unusual. It feels,
Almost managed to find cover. Almost.
Maybe it's because I feel like Nakers are very low tier monsters, so it's not really interesting to take care of them. I shouldn't probably classify monsters. It's true that some monsters they're stronger than other monsters, and it's normal, right? But I feel like it's more interesting to fight against I don't know, fiends, chords and stuff, maybe vampires. It's more interesting to fight them rather than fighting Nakers or ghouls. Though it's probably Nakers and ghouls are just so widespread that I shouldn't be even surprised that we're fighting them, because, you know, Nakers and ghouls, and they're just everywhere. The most widespread species of beasts.
Symbols of a bonding. Manifestations of ill will. Focused, concentrated. So it's a curse. A curse that keeps the specters here. A penitent. Good thing it hasn't appeared to me yet. Couldn't possibly kill it in this mist and darkness. Need that lighthouse working again. If Mikjal's the cursed one, the curse binds him to this place. He's the only one who can light the fire that'll break the curse. A letter.
Got work for you, Mikhail. A ship's going to sail from Faroe to Arnbjorn with a load of hides on board. At midnight you're to put out the light in the lighthouse and keep it dark until we give the sign with our torch. We'll split the loot same as always. You'll get 1/10 of what the seal tosses ashore. Till we meet again.
Well, Lighthouse has got a pretty dark secret.
Always. There is always some kind of shady dealings. Humans can just... It makes me think a little bit about this... about the corruption. I can light it. Because basically this is the corruption. I guess that's the... I can't describe it anyhow except for corruption. He got his job to keep Lighthouse working. Yet for some additional money, he's ready to turn it off, to kill some people, to steal from them, basically. And quite often, when you look at humans, they don't seem to be they seem to be normal and everything's fine. But then when you discover them more, or you discover some dirty things that they are doing in their lives, you kind of get disappointed in them. It happens quite often with some kind of celebrities or something. I think I've heard that at some point. I read an article or something like that about Madonna. I think she's interested in Kabbalah or something. It feels weird, right? Because if you actually start to discover all those things, if you go and read about Kabbalah, for example, on Wikipedia, you'll find that it's some kind of mysterious practices of certain ancient Jewish people, some kind of a secret knowledge and stuff, weird things, like weird practices and stuff. And it's just one of those examples. Some people are doing weird religious things. Some other people are doing lying or stealing or killing or something.
Phew, it's just you. Learn anything?
Somehow humans are very humans tend to, not all of them, but a lot of humans tend to do some weird kind of things behind, I mean, not really behind the back of other people, but secretly weird things. Some, you know, participating in some kind of secret societies or something.
Island's haunted by a penitent. Spectre punishes the guilty for crimes, foul deeds. Like luring ships onto the rocks, then looting the wrecks. Don't deny it. I found the letter.
Longboats sink every so often anyway. That's the sea, that's its nature. They sink near the isle, at least the cargo don't go to waste.
We'll come back to that later. Just now, I need your help.
But what? I'm no warrior.
Guessed that already. But a curse grips both you and this place, and only you can lift it. Luckily, all you gotta do is light the fire in the lighthouse. Penitent's invincible as long as darkness covers the island.
I can't go outside. It'll kill me. I can feel it. Mayhaps you could...
I'll escort you. Now, no excuses. Grab some oil and let's go, before I change my mind.
Look! There! It's
the least you
him.
can do.
I see it. Now shut your mouth and go light the fire. Remember, you fail, the penitent will kill me, and come for you. Hurry up. Don't know how much longer I can manage this.
That is some nice damage. 9 barley damage. Look at the damage, man.
Finally, time to get this done.
I know that I'm not supposed to kill him in the very beginning, so we're not doing any damage, but it's still kind of funny. I was doing like, what, maybe 10 damage per hit or something. Wow.
Did it work?
It did, but that doesn't make the island safe. Because you're still here. A lightkeeper who lures ships onto the rocks. Sheesh.
I made a mistake. I know this now. Swear by Frey and all the gods, never again.
Absolutely never. Soon as we're done talking, you're gonna pack up and leave. For good. Understand?
But I understand.
He should learn something. You can leave him be. But people don't change if there is no reason to change. People can promise you whatever you want, whatever they want, but nothing's gonna change unless something changes in their lives. It's a little bit like with cheaters. People who cheat once, they'll most definitely cheat the second time as well. It's just a matter of time. People don't change. People can change, and in order for them to change, something needs to be done. Some kind of a radical solution. In this situation, it's exactly the same thing. This guy, he can have a second chance, but only if he goes away. He can't continue doing this job like nothing happened. So it's important to face the consequences of his actions. In this situation, it's important for him to leave. Same goes with other mistakes. When you're making a mistake, in order to change, you need to do something radical.
Come on.
For example, people who cheat, if you date someone and someone cheats on you, you're not able to jump, right? Wow. That was far from my best jump ever. So if you know a situation when a person cheats, or you date someone who cheated on you, pardoning this person is pointless. People can change, and I really hope that they change, but the amount of people who actually change is very low. The vast majority of people, they return to their bad actions. So in order for someone to change their behavior, something very radical should happen to them. Some kind of a change of a situation or something. So people deserve a second chance, but not in a way you think about it. Of course, it's choice of everyone. I'm not I do not pretend to have the universal truth. But if
Winds howling.
If your partner cheats on you, they deserve a second chance. But their second chance is the fact that they will be able in the future to find another partner. This is their second chance. In my opinion, you should not continue dating such person or being with such person, because the trust is broken. You won't be able to restore it. You'll always think every time the person will be late, or every time the person will have problems or something, you will think that maybe he or she is doing something bad. So you will live in this constant paranoia or something, with this constant fear that maybe he or she will cheat, he or she is doing something bad again. So it's better to avoid such situations, because it's a very toxic feeling and a toxic toxic relationship. And you don't have to be in such relationship to understand that. You see, it's pure logic. You don't have to be in a toxic relationship to understand that when your partner insults you, when your partner beats you, and when your partner mistreats you, that it's not good. It's bad. So there's a secret. Who are you? That's weird. So that's it. So it's true that it's up to everyone to decide, but I don't think it's I'm glad that I was never in such situation, and I hope I'll never be in such situation. But I don't think that continuing a relationship with such a person is will be beneficial. So it's better to abandon this person. And the second chance, as I said, of this person will be the fact that they can have they will realize their mistakes, and in the future, when they find someone else, they won't commit the same mistakes. This is their second chance. And in this situation, with this guy, with the lighthouse keeper, whoever he was, it's the same thing. His second chance is the fact that he will understand his mistakes, and eventually he will find another job where he won't do that anymore. Because if nothing changes, he'll be scared right now while you're here as a witcher, but it doesn't mean that he's gonna change anyhow. You'll leave this place, he promises that he's not gonna do that anymore, and 1 year later he will have maybe some financial problems or something like that. He might get back to this practice, weird practice. Especially that apparently he was not working alone, he had some other people who did the same thing. And it means that he will have to face them and speak with them. What is he gonna say to them? I promised to a witcher that I'm not gonna do that anymore. And they'll tell him, whatever, witcher is not here, you get rid of the ghost, just let's get back to our to that loot practice. So And he probably won't say yes. He won't say no. He'll probably say, yeah, probably you're right, since Ghost is not here anymore and stuff, so whatever. So believing words is believing someone else's promise when they already made a big mistake. It's pointless. There should be some kind of punishment, some kind of consequences.
What are you looking at?
This mission ends sadly, very sadly, unfortunately.
Well, yes, I think.
Aye, Geralt.
I killed the monster from the lighthouse. It was a penitent, very dangerous specter, and very rare.
Why did it ever appear on Eldberg? It's been a peaceful island always. Even sirens haven't nested there.
Someone committed a crime there. Did something terrible. Long story short, you'll need a new lightkeeper. Never mind that. Let's talk about my reward.
Aye, yes, got it right here. Earned every last coin you did. And a round. Cheers to your health.
I don't often raise such a hubbub. You must rarely get guests from the continent.
Aye, true. When a Redanian or Temerian grows the stones to come to Skellige, they usually go ashore at Kertrolda. Port's good there. Merchants aplenty. And the Jarl's right merciful to continentals.
Those two boys, the pesky ones, who were they?
Corey and Cracky. Only ever troublesome, as is their father, Leif.
He interesting in some way?
Depends. If it's liars and cards that interest you, then very much so.
So long.
Mean to make your daughter a priestess of Freya? You sure the goddess Pass me the bar.
When you finish this quest, fortunately, things go south. No, that is weird. That's weird.
Long ships off the bay. It was a falling
again.
star to my mind.
The glorious thing.
What's that supposed to see?
Aye, Geralt.
So long.
Let me check. It's weird. Your own son of Sigurd was one of the few members of Clan Drummond in Arendjord, willing to drink with a stranger. He also appeared to have some high respect among locals. Associated quests. Contract the Phantom of Eldberg, stranger in the strange land. Quest. This quest can only be started by completing a contract the Phantom of Eldberg between the King is Dead Long Live the King and King's Gambit. Oh.
What's that supposed to
Oh no, man, I missed the quest. Oh man. Yeah. I will try not to cry. Okay. I didn't know that. So this quest, it's over for me because I finished the in the King's Gambit. Where is the Skellige quest? Yeah. Between The King is Dead, Long Live the King and King's Gambit. What's King? Oh, King's Gambit is when I report about my deeds. That's interesting. Defeat the bears, examine the... Oh, man. Well, I guess Jorund is alive, so it could be worse. Well. His death is scripted at the end of the contract of the Phantom of Eldberg, if one hasn't completed King's Gambit yet. However, if King's Gambit is completed before the contract, the fight will never happen and thus he lives. However, doing the above to save him will lock you out of the Stranger in the Strange Land and an unpaid debt. This will also lock the Cave of Dreams unless you meet Blue Boy Lugos on your own. I've missed quite some quests. I think the first time when I played this, it was the same. I had the same problem. I missed some quests. That's sad. The Cave of Dreams. Yeah, I remember that quest. I didn't do it as well. I was thinking about it. It's kind of funny because it's been like maybe 3 parts. I thought about it in the previous part and in all other previous parts, but since I landed on Skellige, but I still didn't do it. I still missed it. Oh, this King's Gambit. Oh man. Well, that's sad, I guess. Well, at least he's alive. I guess could be worse. He seems to be a nice guy, so if you do a lot of quests, he dies, but that's it, and it's kind of sad. I think it will be the end of part 25, and I will and I'll continue very soon. Unfortunately, I missed some quests, but I guess in any case it's inevitable in The Witcher, because there are some quests that eliminate others. For example, if you go to Cleaver, and you speak with him, it will close the possibility to do some other quests, and you'll look for Junior with Cleaver somehow, whatever. I guess you can have everything, right? You can make all the quests. That wasn't my point, but still kind of sad. I think the last time that I played The Witcher, actually Jorund died, and I did all those quests, but it was not when I was recording. Too bad. That's it.